Welcome to a casted game for Zerospace, and today spawning in the northwest corner of the map, playing in yellow, we got Liquid Fluid playing as the Legion, and his opponent in the southeast playing in teal. We got Scarlett playing as the Protectorate. Welcome everyone to Mountain Peak. That's the map for today, featuring 3 control towers in the mid-map. And we already see perhaps an expansion coming up for Liquid Fluid very quickly. Labourer, on hand to do so, is waiting for that 400 Hexite. Scarlett doing the same with their Engineer. And it's going to be moving out with the Prefect Nova. The hero of choice will be Krieger coming out for the Legion. Has 2 abilities, Piercing Shot, as well as Toxic Ammunition. Piercing Shot giving 75 damage in a linear area. Toxic Ammunition will be, of course, equipping that Toxic Ammunition, causing attack units to take 30% additional damage and move 20% slower for 3 seconds. That ability lasting for 10 seconds in total. There it is. There is that Piercing Shot coming out to take out those little critters, getting that valuable Hexite. Scarlett going down the southwest with Prefect Nova, who incidentally has 3 abilities. Stun Blast, that deals 50 damage, and also stuns enemies in a small area for 3 seconds. Has that charge as we see there being used. He's also able to construct a light turret on the field as a nice static defense. Both players looking to get at least 1 turret in the opening minutes of the game. And looks like Krieger looking to get the second one in the middle too. There are the base expansions coming up pretty much the same time for both players. Scarlett opening with a double barracks, and the Legion opening up with a double barracks as well. In fact, it's going to be triple barracks. So we have seen some nice plays between these 2 players with the same factions before. Oh, uses the good Sun Blast. And while Krieger's in all sorts of trouble, tries to use the Piercing Shot, doesn't quite manage it, and well, has to back away there somehow. Doesn't have access to a charge ability though. And well, I tell you who does. Prefect Nova is going to charge it down. And does she get the snipe? Does she? Just about gets away with it. On 10 HP, Krieger lives to fight another day. But on that note, we have been seeing a couple of matchups. I'd love to see how this one pans out, but Scarlett in a previous game did use those commanders to good effect, using the ranged upgrades for those commandos, and was always kiting, taking small victories here and there. Will Liquid Fluid find a response to that? We'll have to find out. A couple of thralls heading forward with Krieger, moving out to the mid-map, looking to control that central tower. Scarlett moving to the northeast. Scarlett investing in a second harvester as well. Both players have at least 1 harvester. Scarlett going for a second too. Prefect Nova getting involved, but Piercing Shot comes out. Stun Blast as well for Prefect Nova, but neither hitting. Does deploy a light turret just to solidify that position. Commando is adding to the fight. There's a couple of thralls though that Scarlett's going to have to deal with. 2 more commandos heading that position. Does land on that Piercing Shot in the end with Krieger. 3 commandos on the east side. Those thralls are really starting to accumulate in numbers. With 2 towers, we'll be getting to that level up pretty quickly. Has already got level 1, both players incidentally. And Scarlett looking to use improved beam up. Will reduce the beam up display by 50%. Also increases the units by 100% on that ability. Or increase the heal amount of that ability by 100%, I should really say. Going for the rich flux there in the north. Thralls though, looking to push that away. Commando's jumping out of there. And will she recall those units? I think she recalled one of them. Yep, she did recall it. Going to the southwest now, Scarlett. Both players really starting to try and get control of the mid-map objectives. Looking to snipe out that harvester. 3 of the commanders won't get it in the end, and she'll do well to jump out of there. You can see, very rarely does Scarlett lose units. Does get the Piercing Shot though. Maybe looking to snipe out one of them. Maybe potentially body blocking with a harvester and recalling. Yep, taking the bait. We're trying to get the harvester. Light turret gets deployed by Prefect Nova. Piercing Shot comes out once again. Scarlett using the jump jets to get out of there with those units. I gotta say, it looks very fun to play. Ooh, we see the Marran Charger. We're gonna take a look at this one. Holy moly, that moves fast. Holy moly. That's fun to see. Well, thralls are looking to try and snipe at the harvester. Doesn't quite manage it. The Charger is a fast, durable transport unit which can recharge the shields of nearby units. And boy, is it fast. Holy moly. Look at the movement speed. Oh, it doesn't say. Okay, well, it moves fast. You can see how fast it goes. The Charger goes vroom vroom. Stun ability does get deployed by Prefect Nova. Does get hit by the Piercing Shot. The Thrall's chasing down. Well, shield's actually being helped there by Prefect Nova, healing up quite nicely. Nice display of this mercenary unit. I've got to say, it's the first time I've seen it. Excited to see what it can do. In the northeast. Oh, this is fun. This is fun, guys. Garrisoning the commandos, and who needs jump jets when you've got one of these Marran chargers? Gonna recall it as well. I can't help but chuckle, I gotta say, this is fun. Went from a serious cast to a fun one, all in an instant, all because of Scarlett. Here comes a piercing shot on those two commanders. Does lose one. I think that's the first unit that Scarlett's lost in the whole game, would you believe? Light turret gets deployed. Liquid though. Liquid fluid coming up with a couple more barracks to the third one there in total. In fact, I think does have a warehouse as well as an altar. So maybe looking to get the second hero on the field. And in fact, is that hero out yet? Just yet? Doesn't seem so. That's a lot of thralls though. That's a nice number of thralls. Looking like it's going to be a third base expansion for Scarlett. Pushing that Prefect Nova away, but does use a stun blast and gets out of there. And Scarlett, has she upgraded her commandos? She does indeed. She's got the marksman rifle once again. 30% extra weapon range. And it really makes it difficult for the thralls. Jumps on top of these three on the west side. Picks them apart. 2 towers are in play though for Fluid. Has access to reused equipment. So every thrall that he does lose, he does at least get 25% of their cost. Also gets the Valley of Death upgrade, or talent rather. Infantry walker damage, increasing the weapon damage rather, 10% for the commandos. And all the other infantry too. Starting to accumulate those units on the front lines there. Quite a lot of thralls, I gotta say, there for the Legion. Oh, the light turret, you can see what damage it can do. It packs a punch. Oh, hello, hello. We do see those Marran sharpshooters once again. They deploy and they're going to do a lot of damage against those thralls. They do have bonus damage against light units, if I'm not mistaken. Pushing away for now. Well, they're dancing around Scarlett, using the range to her ability, to her max. Yeah, she's just going to constantly kite. Does use the charge, the jump jets for the commanders to get out of there. The Marran sharpshooters getting so much value with the range. They deploy once again, and this is tricky. Okay, they don't have a bonus damage for light infantry, but they just move with have extra range, of course, when they deploy, which is quite a nice bonus as it is. They deploy once again, moving forward with the commandos and slowly edging forward to that middle control tower. The thralls think about diving there. The issue with this kind of fight and the way it's panning out, it feels like the Legion have to pick their timing. They've got to take a fight when they feel very confident in winning, despite the extra range for the commandos, and despite the extra range for the sharpshooters. It feels like it's going to be quite snowbally. It may come down to one big fight, and who wins that one big fight might then push on from there. You see the Marran charger, hard to even keep up on the minimap. This guy moves fast. 20 units able to garrison inside. The sharpshooters deploy once again. They move away westwards. They do deploy once again, and that's looking to be a problem. Commandos again moving to the west side control tower. Jumps jets out of there. The Legion they're in hot pursuit. Does snipe out one of the sharpshooters. Sharpshooters deploy, but this could be the go time for the Legion. It does take the engagement. Deploys one of the obelisks. Does go down pretty quickly. Light turret comes out for the Prefect hero. Another obelisk comes out, but the thralls starting to overwhelm a little bit. Looking to take out the light turret and then maybe push on from there. Does have a guardian obelisk as well there. Looking to solidify that position. Another obelisk, and the thralls keep pushing, but the commandos, they jump jet out of there. Prefect Nova still alive and kicking. And that was a strong push there by the Legion. Getting a good foothold in this western side position. Does use the stun ability, which works there for the Prefect hero. Krieger, though, still active and running. We see some reinforcements coming in. What will be dropping in for the Protectorate? We shall see. And it will be more commandos. 4th talent is already in play. Performance enhancers came in. And also power to destroy. Oh, bit of an aggression there with the commandos. They jumped in. And they keep jumping in. Going to snipe out one of the harvested. And while the Legion being pushed back home. And this is such a strong play, by the way. A couple of commandos being in the northeast. And what that does, it forces Fluid to react. He has to, right? He has to bring the army back home. And what that does allow is Scarlett's breathing space. Time to build up again and push out into the mid-map. Sharpshooters deploy once again. Commandos do back away. Sharpshooters are a bit late to get that memo, and one might be caught. Manages to survive. Still shields activated on that one. Oh, just about nearly goes down. But look at that. The Chakra Warriors are alive. They spawn those Jaguars trying to get up and close and personal to those sharpshooters. And the sharpshooters are still in good numbers. They're healthy numbers. They deploy and they redeploy back up and move out forward. And Light Turret is now on the field looking to protect that area in the central tower. Sharpshooters deploy once again. But look at the range. It's so good for the sharpshooters. Let's take a look at the numbers actually. This guy has a range of 2,620. Bear in mind the commander has 1,144. That's a lot of range. Now the Legion Thralls aren't as many in numbers as they once were. He took an engagement but hasn't been able to build on that. Stun Blast ability deploys, and there is that 4th base expansion there for Scarlet on the east side, and the macro behind all of this has been on point. Now the Legion, they are getting a decent amount of flux, but it's mostly non-high yield ones, so it's a bit tricky. Only 90 flux compared to the 630 coming from Scarlet. She's able to control the north and eastern position. Light Turret going to be taken out by the Thralls. Oh, actually manages to stun a Thrall there. Prefect Nova heading further forward now. That's a lot of commandos. Now, do the commandos have any other upgrades? Does have the Marksman Rifle, as we already knew. Does have elite infantry as a talent. Infantry Walker damage as a talent as well. Here comes the Striker. The Strikers will rip through the Thralls if they get close, and they do. Thralls back away for now. Oh, a couple of these Thralls. There is the Marran Charger. The Marran Charger will go down, but thankfully nothing garrison inside. And that's a lot of Chakra Warriors, I gotta say. Stun ability comes out once again on the Thralls. Is chasing the Prefect Nova. Prefect Nova manages to get out of there. That's a lot of high yield flux though. For a long period of time. Look at the flux bank up there. 1,000 almost there for Scarlet. But I gotta say, Legion are starting to pump out units once again. 85 for supply. Gets another 3 harvesters. Recall them, of course. Was trying to pressurize that. It's a nice idea, but the recall coming in clutch there for Scarlet. Neutralizing the west control tower. Now with all the army here, I wonder whether Scarlet will make another movement on the north side. She's doing just that. She's moving the commandos there.
Tracking locations on your map now.
Oh, hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is the moment we've been waiting for. The ritual site sacrifices 47 Thralls. This could be exciting. Will Scarlet have enough to deal with it? That's the major question. Oh, a couple of casualties there in the north. We missed that because we were too excited about this. 45 seconds remaining. Scarlet's got to get herself ready. If she's not aware of this, she will be soon. Does have an Atlas on the field, and this could be interesting very soon. Looking to deny the west control tower with a couple of sharpshooters. The 5th talent, of course. The ritual talent coming in for Fluid. Courtesy of having the mid-map objectives, those towers for quite a period of time. Spots out the chamber. Needs to be careful not to lose that chamber. Is stunned. Here come the Chakra Warriors. Got to protect it as much as possible. Here come the little crabby boys, the Jaguars, pushing that back away. 3 Atlas does lose the hero though in the end. Well, the Atlas coming in clutch. There's a lot of them. 4 of them. With the Striker as well. More Thralls being sacrificed. 71. There's 1 second. 0 seconds. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. We have the Emperor coming forward. And, well, the Emperor is going to snipe out as many of those units as possible. This could be a destruction. Will Scarlet have enough to deal with? Going for the Harvester first. And this is looking rough. I mean, that's a lot of commandos, though. The best thing for Scarlet, though, she's body blocking a lot. Does manage to bring those commandos further back. Saves them. And it means that the Atlas sacrificing himself on the front lines. And the Emperor having to back away. It's just too much power. Too many of those commandos, and I'm afraid even the Emperor might not be able to deal with this. Commandos moving forward. They're moving in for the kill. The Atlas going to destroy it, I think, in the end. And last limbs there. There it is. The Emperor falls there for the Legion. Managed to push in a little bit. Perhaps didn't get as much damage as he would have wanted. 2 Guardian Towers. It does have a bit of position on the high yield flux. Chakra Warriors deploy with the crabs once again, but commandos still in such strong numbers. Clumped together. It's been hard to deal with. Scarlet still at 156 supply. It's so hard to push these numbers for Atlas as well. And all that really remains for Liquid Fluid are the Chakra Warriors. The 2 Guardian Towers are going to be sniped out by the commandos now. And when they go down, this could be a big pushback for Scarlet and the Protectorate faction. She's still starting to move westwards. Piercing Shot comes out. Does take out a lot of the commandos, but not enough. Does lose the heroes, and well, even with the obelisks. I'm not sure that's going to be enough to hold. Commando's coming in from the east, jumping in. Here comes the airstrike ability, the fifth and ultimate ability for Scarlett. She's got one of her own, and she's moving forward, edging forward, down to 28 supply. This is going to be hard to hold. Krieger just about escaping. Will the Legion be able to recover from this one? Meanwhile, she's been on that 4th base expansion for quite some time. Liquid Fluid tried something interesting, tried the last ultimate play with their Emperor. The Emperor fell. Scarlett getting control of that middle tower. Legion, though, they're getting a bit of time, a bit of respite to build up numbers once again, but you can just see how hardwired the Legion are into just a certain handful of units, the Thralls. Moving westwards, that's a lot of Atlas. This is an engagement that maybe Scarlett should be able to win quite convincingly. Uses an airstrike to great effect, and a lot of those Thralls got absolutely decimated by the airstrike. Scarlett, I gotta say, it'd be interesting to see how many units she's lost entirety of the game. It can't be many. The Atlas using their little turrets, by the way, it's an activate 4 ability. Uses another airstrike. The Thralls, most of them get out of there too, got left behind. And desperately trying to hold on the Legion. Krieger does have a couple of abilities there on him. Has the Wrath ability, so killed units drop mines on death. Also has the Thrall upgrade. There, oh, another airstrike comes in, a massive decimation of those Thralls once again. Uses the jumps there, not only for the Atlas, but also the Commandos. And well, the Obelisk deployed just to buy some more time. But again, Scarlett pushing forward. Another 2 Obelisks deployed on top of the ramp. Another airstrike coming in for Scarlett. Taking out what remains of the Thralls, down to 22 supply, pushing further forward, and well, that static defenses are all going down. Krieger might be airstriked out of the game, and that was a great shot there. Krieger falls, the Legion are going to fall. The 2 Guardian Obelisks, the mainstay of the static defenses that remain, have been taken out. Well, I think there's no other option for Liquid Fluid other than to tap out, and there it is. Scarlett taking a great victory on Mountain Peak. I hope you guys enjoyed the casted game. Take care, and see you next time.